Hi, my friends, how are you? Every time I think I'm farther along in my reactions, I'm like, oh, I'm really not. Oh gosh. So we're about to dive into it's kind of itchy. Episode 5 of Sound Euphonium. This series is absolutely delightful, but the last episode was so stinking cute and so emotionally intense and so freaking adorable. And I absolutely loved it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this relationship, the dynamics, like the whole Missouri Nozomi thing did not go the way I expected. It went way better than I was ever hoping for. We are reminded that Asuka is crazy smart and crazy observant, but a little jaded and maybe pessimistic because of it, or in spite of it. I'm not sure, but I really like this series. It is one of my favorites so far. I do like it a little bit more than Violet Evergarden, only because I have a lot more connection to it, and it flows a little better than Violet Evergarden did. Violet Evergarden seemed kind of, I don't know. I don't know if it was like multiple novellas together or whatever it is, but it just felt a little, like I was a little lost in the beginning. I was like, what is the progression? But, sorry, the progression of this series is very sensible, that I know exactly where I am and what's going on, what's happening. So being able to dive into Sound Euphonium, I am very excited. I do love this series. I'm excited to see what's going to happen moving forward with different characters and their relationships. You know, I know Nozomi's joining the band. I knew she was. I just didn't know exactly how that was going to happen. I'm assuming because, and also from an image, I'm assuming she's going to be like everybody else, where she's like the second period class, where, not the second period, but the individuals who, no, they're part of the band, but they're not part of the ensemble for the competition. So obviously, I think she has to earn her, she's going to be joining, but she's not going to be part of the main group. She's not going to kick anybody out. Basically, he knows that the people who are part of it have earned the spot, earned the right to be part of it, and have worked hard. So Nozomi's not going to kick anybody out, even if she somehow was able to know all the pieces. It's like, it's not going to happen. Kind of babbling now, so I'm going to cut myself off. This series is fun, it's enjoyable. I like being able to understand exactly what a lot of the characters are going through and feeling in terms of like betrayal of a friend and not having friends, and not, kind of misunderstanding what people, how people view you, or, coming across one way versus another. Just the kind of, also competitions, how wonderful but yet frustrating they can be, for sure. It's definitely, I know, I understand that a lot. If you're watching on YouTube, there's no sound, partial image, keeps copyright Monsters of A. Is there anything else to add? No, that's it. Without further ado, countdown timer, you can't miss it. I do pause at the halfway point, no timer, sorry about that. Let's dive in. Sorry, I'm super hungry. Someone just dropped off food, and I'm like, homemade food, and it looks delicious, so I'm kind of eating a little bit now. Sorry. I'm just so hungry. I think Asuka was being serious there. I think that's what she was gonna say until she got interrupted by Reina. I can't help it. Every time, right there, part of the USA kicks in. No thanks to Triple Q. It's cute because we get their body language. Like how Reina has her foot sticking out in front and one's pulled back. I've seen trumpeters do that. For saxophonists, we either sit with the legs out or like sitting at an angle. Our feet are usually planted. Maybe our ankles are crossed. That's really cute there. To see how long, Kumiko and Shuichi have been friends. And that the love for music came from her. That's what she used to play. And I do enjoy it. I remember that last time. The transition from black and white to color. It's really nice. Is that Reina laughing there? I think it was her laughing at her. Mm, that's right. We are only days away from the competition. Even Taki Sensei is like, it takes a lot on your body to like conduct. Because you're not just waving your hands, you're also listening, trying to pick up on stuff. It's a lot. Nice. He's a man of his word, which is really nice. Wow, only a month. Ooh. Actually, because this is the halfway point, so it makes me think either they're gonna really drag it out, which I don't think they will, or they will win the Kansai competition, make it nationals, not win nationals. I wasn't expecting them to do anyway. Aww. Really helping them to get to the competition. It's really sweet that the school let them hire them. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh. It's hard to say goodbye to some teachers. Like, the Woodwinds are so sad. Like, they really, really, they are in the Kansai province. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, not. Oh. Oh. He would be crying. Also, I don't know if he's crying because, like, he likes him so much, but also because he is the only boy again. No, probably because he admires that man a lot. Oh my gosh, he's so, they're all dorks. Yeah. She just did it. She was like, aye, aye. It's so funny. You have to take him to the nationals. Aw. Nice. No pressure. Aw. I'd be terrified to walk off backwards off a train. Raina's already like, calm and sit down. Hmm. I hope so. I really hope so. I think they will. He's watching the competitions. Honey, don't make yourself depressed by watching that. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, a little bit of fear is good because it makes you like energized, but at the same time, you gotta have a sharp mind and don't let the fear rush you or do anything. Zusa. Oh, it's her friend from the other school. So they might not see each other because sometimes bands will come, perform, and move on. Or they'll be hanging around for a while. Oh, wow. Might say something mean, maybe. Or she wants to focus on her performance and not be distracted by a friend. Oh my god, look at them arguing still. Oh, look at them hanging out. That's really sweet. Of course, Reina's still going. Shuichi's practicing. Good for him. Oh, I didn't catch what Suko was looking at. Hmm. Oh, that was her friend. I have no reason to pause right now, so I'm gonna keep going. Oh, she is a nice warm sound. Oh, seeing what their previous rankings were. Are there other... Like the previous year, or what? Oh. So is it in sections? Hmm. That was weird. So is it sections, like each section that you get to move on, like, instead of all the bands against each other, it's a certain amount of bands move on? Should be cool. Oh, that's not quite wire. It's gonna kind of relax. Yeah, because if you let your emotions run amok, your performance will too. Brandon didn't, but she did blush. She's always caught. She's always caught unaware. Oh, that's a first too. Hmm. This is a speech. By enjoying a performance. Hmm. A rarity. Oh my gosh, super rare. That's why she was kind of upset. Like, she did, making her want what's next. Making her want more. Hmm. How do you follow up with that? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Ooh, they're in the wings now. What? Shouldn't you play for die? Alright. Alright, girl. She's just like, what? Oh my gosh, these two. They're such goobers. That's Shuichi watching them? Oh my gosh, Yuko's so tiny. I kind of hope they do make it. That would be heartbreaking if they didn't. Representing. Oh, Kyoto. Wow. That Kyoto's big. Isn't that a big city? They beat out a lot of bands. Gosh. Guys, I'm nervous. My heart's pumping for them. Oh, that was so mean. Gosh, guys, I'm freaking out. I love this. This is my favorite song by them. I think I love it too. It's a really fun one. Oh, I love it. All the horns are like together. That looks nice too. It's a little frustrating to me when we see bands, especially in high schools, when their horns are all at different positions. It's like, visually it's not very uniform. I just love how we shoot. Just seeing the techniques too. Like they animate the techniques, the breathing. Oh, little fingers. That's right. She does that for competitions and stuff. Ooh, they're really uniform. That's really amazing when they are that uniform, which sounds like one instrument. Gosh, I'm so nervous for them. She must have a lot of her piece memorized, too, because she's covering up her music with her. Oh, yeah, they've played it that much. They haven't memorized. They just have pictures in front of their music. Gosh, I'm so stressed. Is that her solo? Yeah, the piccolos and flutes playing, so she's not quite her solo yet. Oh, I love how every time we focus on the instruments visually, we can really hear the music. It's really quiet. Like you can really hear what's playing. Oh my gosh, the sound engineering is brilliant in this. Gosh, I'm stressed. I'm not even performing. This is a cartoon. Oh. Oh, they're watching on the screen. Okay. Oh, that's right. They also have to perform within a certain time. I forgot. So they had to speed up this piece. It's a cool piece. God, I'm so stressed. It's like that sometimes, where things just kind of, the lights, the blur. Sometimes they make the soloist stand. Not always. I love that moment though when they pause, like Asuka looks at her. Said she's gonna play for her. Sounds really good. And she's supporting her too, which is funny. Alright, what is this? Y'all. Alright. You having a moment there. I don't really remember this. We get to see kind of a bit more of it too. Oh, wow. Aww. Guys, this is really sweet. You would think this was the season finale. Oh, that's beautiful. I like how she's not even watching, she's just listening. Guys, so much of this is just a performance. Nice. Oh, that was so good. Sorry. It was so good. Dang. Like, the preparation, visually, like, when you see them all move, you're like, oh, more's coming. You're just like, oh, it's just so good. You notice how they're also not only looking at Taki-sensei, but also each other, kind of make sure they're matching each other and with each other? Gosh. Y'all, if they put us through this and they don't make it in nationals, I'm gonna be so mad. We're getting the whole freaking song, man. Can you let me know who's performing for them? Is it like a professional group or is it actual high school? Because this is fire. Also, the sound engineer on this song, brilliant. Freaking knows what he's doing. That's kind of cool that they have 2 bassoonists and 2 bass clarinets. I feel like it's kind of rare to have like more than one, and depending on the school, you kind of have to wrangle someone to play it, so you can get more diversity in your songs. At least that's what I witnessed at my school. Just you know, depends on the school. Oh god. Whoa. That was amazing. That was freaking amazing. Guys, if they don't even make it to nationals, I'm gonna be so freaking mad. Oh jeez, okay. Guys, I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. What? No. I should have seen this coming. How did I not see this coming? Little trumpet, bubble blower is cute. No, I've never had a macaron. Guys, I'm stressed. I'm so stressed for that. I forget to breathe sometimes. Oh. Little character moment about Reina and Kumiko. Cute. That was cute. She's like, are you sure? But, no, she really did play for her. She was playing with her. But she, like, actually played for her. Like, played for her. Like, you could just tell. And I love the moment with Nozomi not even looking at the video of the performance. She's just listening. Like, because she doesn't need to see Missouri to know her sound and what she's playing and so on and so forth. Those were beautiful songs. I've never played a song for someone. I mean, I kind of have, but not even then. No. I mean, I have, but, like, not for someone I knew. That's kind of confusing. Like, but I've never played a song with someone in mind. Or a solo with someone in mind. Oh, we're getting the results. Oh. That's how they were able to know that these individuals, because it's a console competition. So they're saying this is the individual who's going to be. Did they? Did they make it? Oh, jeez. The question is it a gold or is it a dud gold? Crap. 2 Osaka schools. Doesn't make it? Missouri's still Missouri. They made it! Oh my goodness. See, I knew they would. I knew they would. Ugh. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Oh, that's them up there. Oh, look at the serious teacher. Look at her like she's crying. Zori's so... Oh, a smile. As of now. That was stressful. It was so stressful. Like, I knew they would because I'm like, we're only halfway. That'd be so weird. Just, like, spend that much of the rest of the season talking about the disappointment and what comes next. Now, I will say, and I had my suspicion, they've made it to the Nationals, but they will not win it. I just don't think they will. I think they had too much really great season competition against them. That doesn't mean that you can't, like, upset the balance and come out of the woodwork and win gold. That doesn't mean it's not possible for someone who's never made nationals to win nationals. That's not true. I just don't think they will win nationals. You know, which sucks, but I think that's how it's gonna go. But I was like, I really hope they would get to it. But now I'm going to talk about the review. Let's talk about the review, shall we? Thank you for putting it with my eating, because I'm very hungry and I don't always get the chance. I don't always get the chance to eat when I'm doing other stuff. Sorry. Anyway, beautiful and brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I loved it. We worked so hard to get here. We made it. Asuka was serious and gave a speech, which was rare, and she was really honest, which is rare. But that's why she was kind of like happy but also disappointed they won the Kyoto competition, because it made her want more. And that's kind of, you know, it's a little painful. Oh, my water bottle's right there. So it makes sense that she would just not be hesitant, but through all the work they've put up and put through and everything that's happened, she's like, I think we can make it. So let's make it. And they did. So that's amazing. But I'm getting to understand a little bit more about the gold versus dud gold. So you can win the gold for the area that you're from. But you have to, I'm assuming, in order for you to be able to represent a certain competition, Kansai, I guess, province, you have to have gotten gold. I guess not for your area, because... So I guess you could still even get silver but make it to nationals, or make it to the next level. That's a little... Someone can explain this to me, but at least from what I've gathered, I'm assuming you have to medal for your area. So they won the Kyoto competition. They moved on to represent Kyoto, or one of the bands, I'm assuming, to do so at the Kansai competition. So you I guess perform in your city area or your district area, and then it's your province, and then nationals. Help. Or it's like a regional thing, then a provincial thing, and then help. Anyway, the point is, you can still win gold for whatever your area is, but that doesn't mean you're going to represent that particular competition at nationals. So I think I'm figuring out how they do it. Yeah, I get it now. Okay, and they are competing against each other based upon the size of the band, the area they're from, so on and so forth. But anyway, that's still pretty cool. So they've made it. And I guess Rika got silver, but they didn't move on. So I'm tracking out. The reason they knew what they got their medals in is because they have the morning section with their, like, Rika from their area, like, different area sections. They have their midday award ceremony. And then they have their afternoon with the new, like, Kyoto, Osaka, other areas there. So I'm getting how they broke it up. I understand now. I would hope that it might be the same judges. It usually is the same judges the whole time, which can be very exhausting to do and for judging. But they did a great job. Raina sounded amazing, unsurprisingly. Missouri sounded really lovely. I love how the coaches were there for them. That was so sweet of them. I like how he was like, yeah! And Taki Sensei's very subdued. I can't remember who the other girl was, but it cracks me up. Is the other teacher who comes across so serious. And, like, she's like, right now, so serious and so intense. I swear she's a lefty, because I think I saw her writing with a lefty. And usually we lefties were very artistic. And she's not in music, but she clearly has a deep love for it, which is probably why she's the advisor why she became and was the advisor for the band. But her reaction of her like this, like, she wants so much for these kids. So it's one of those things where the teacher comes across kind of scary and super serious, but you kind of realize, oh, you really love teaching, you love your kids, which is very sweet. I really like. So it's little moments like that you begin to appreciate other characters that maybe don't have a lot of dialogue. And I think live action shows could really work on that a little better with reoccurring characters that don't have a lot of dialogue, giving them more background body language things for them to do. And I guess what's very different is that with cartoons, everything is planned and so purposeful. There's no accidental reaction or movement. Everything is planned. Whereas sometimes when you have background characters, their interactions or reactions are kind of up to them depending on the director and the script. So you don't always get these really great background moments unless it's planned to some degree. Or it's planned and it has one of the other characters, like one of the other main characters, secondary characters. Which that's what she is, for sure. So yeah, she is a secondary character. But some shows I've noticed recently, especially with shows in the CW, they've grown their main cast is just way too big. They don't have enough secondary characters, and because of that, all you're getting is the same people in the same scenes, and that's kind of really boring. And then sometimes you have fun reactions, you're like, oh, that's really cool. And sometimes you don't really get much. So the main characters are the girls. You know. And then we have the secondary characters, which are the characters that aren't in, like, the forefront of a lot of episodes, but they have dialogue. Which is all the teachers and some of the other students. And then, of course, we have the tertiary characters who have, like, no dialogue and just reactions in the background. And then so on and so forth. What is it? But, it would be nice, I don't know, it's hard for me to kind of explain, but I would just say, it may be even smarter budget-wise, but it would be nice to see more of moments where we have the main characters, but we also have secondary characters who aren't in a lot of episodes, who don't need to be in a lot of episodes, but their personalities still come through, and we still get to know them just a little bit by episode that they're in. And that's true of this teacher. I forget her name. But every time we see her, especially in the background when the kids can't see her, and she's just allowed to be with the adults, you get to see more of that personality come through. And because, you know, they're her peers, she's a bit more relaxed. So I really, really like that, and I really greatly appreciate it. So, when it comes to anime based off novellas, I do want to read Sound Euphonium. I do want to read Violet Evergarden. Oh, I gotta ask my brother, hey, can you get those for my birthday? it'd be on the cheaper side of birthday presents. I don't really want much except for money, which will go to pay bills. But yeah, maybe I should ask him that. Hey, can you give me some Violet Evergarden? And I'm gonna ask him now. Hold on a second. You ready, guys? I like using Siri. Hey Siri. Send a text message to Gabe. My brother's name is Gabriel.
What do you want to say?
Hey, comma. Can you, I think I know what I want for my birthday, period. I think I would like some Violet Evergarden and Sound Euphonium novellas, period. And I will eventually get to A Sentence of a Bookworm. She turned A Sentence of a Bookworm to A Sense of a Bookworm. Which makes sense. I don't always enunciate my words very clearly. But I do. My brother gave me the first book. I know where it is. I probably should read it, because when it comes to these two KyoAni things, which I know is KyoAni doing A Sentence of a Bookworm or a different studio? Let me know. But I've seen the anime first, and then I'll be reading the novellas. With A Sentence of a Bookworm, I would actually like to read the novellas first, and then get into the anime, because then I'll be coming in with previous knowledge, which is very rare for me. All the anime I watch, I've never read any of the mangas. I don't know are the pros or any of that. I don't come in with previous knowledge unless I see something on the internet. So I would nice for one case like A Sense of the Bookworm, which eventually will be on the reaction schedule, just not anytime soon. Maybe I'll let more seasons come by. But I would like to, for that one, read the novellas first and then react to the show. That's all I have to say. Just a reminder, when Sound Euphonium is over, we still have the movies to get to. I'm kind of, and I still have a season 1 episode I forgot to react to. It's like a secondary OVA episode I've got to get to from season 1. I keep forgetting about it. But usually with Violet Evergarden, there's still one movie I have left to get to, but the movies are kind of treats. Like additional things that I don't have to do, but I am going to do. It's very different with Sound Euphonium because the movies are kind of integral to the characters. So I would want to watch the movies. Now, Liz and the Bluebird is like an additional treat, so that might happen later, maybe more time in the spring. But, anything else I'm going to add? I think I do want to react to the movies. Or at least a couple of them, so that way I'm like, okay, these are the, since the movies were done instead of the show, the season. Maybe someday if KyoAni, recovers enough and finds the right people, we'll get season 3. I would really, really love that. Please. Anything else to add? Oh, anyway, after that, when that's done, obviously we're moving on to K-On! And then in terms of what anime is next after I finish Mob Psycho 100 and My Hero Academia, I don't know. That's still up in the air. Anything else to say? Nope, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies. I'll see you next time.